What's up, crew? Here's a plug-and-play mastering chain you can follow in any DAW using stock plugins. Think of it as a safe beginner chain with starting settings you can tweak by ear. Quick setup before plugins. 1. Bounce your mix with peaks hitting about 6 dBFS, no limiter on the mix bus. 2. Import 1 to 2 reference songs you love, same genre. Level match them to your track, turn them down so they feel equally loud. 3. Put a loudness, true peak meter on the end of your chain, e.g. LUFS plus dBTP. You'll watch this the whole time. The mastering chain, top to bottom, 0. Metering, insert first and last. First slot, spectrum analyzer, optional visual. Last slot, integrated loudness, true peak meter. Keep this after the limiter. 1. Corrective EQ, linear min-phase EQ. Goal, remove problems, don't mix. Keep moves tiny, 0.5 to 2 dB. High pass, 20 to 30 Hz, 12 dBar oct, don't cut into audible sub if the genre needs it. Mud sweep, gently dip 200 to 350 Hz, Q, 1.0 to 1.4, minus your 0.5 to minus 2 dB if boxy. Harshness, tiny dip around 2 to 4 kHz if edgy, minus 0.5 to minus 1.5 dB, Q, 1 to 2. Sibilance, zing, if splashy, try minus 0.25 dB around 8 to 10 kHz. 2. Dynamic EQ or multiband surgical control, optional but handy. Goal, only clamps down when something pokes out. Low band, 60 to 120 Hz, threshold so it tucks 0.5 to 2 dB on big kicks. Presence band, 2 to 5 kHz. Tame sharp vocals hi-hats by 0.5 to 0.5 dB when they spike. Tip, use wide bands, slowish attack, medium release. Avoid pumping. 3. Glue compressor, broadband, gentle. Goal, tiny glue, not obvious squish. Ratio, 1.21 to 2:1. Attack, 20-40 milliseconds, let transients through. Release, 100 to 200 milliseconds or auto. Gain reduction, aim for 0.5 to 2 dBs on the loudest sections. Makeup gain off, manually match output to input, level match often. 4. Sweetening EQ, tone shaping after compression. Goal, tiny tone polish. Low shelf, plus 0.5 to plus 1 at 80 and 20 Hz if thin, or 0.5 to minus 1 dB if boomy. High shelf, plus 0.5 to plus 1.5 dB at 10 to 16 kHz for air if needed. Mid tilt, plus 0.5 to plus 1 dB around 122 kHz if the mix feels scooped. 5. Saturation tape tube, subtle. Goal, add density harmonics, keep it clean. Drive until you just feel thickness, then level match the output. Oversampling on if available. If the top end gets gritty, back off. 6. Stereo image, MS moves, optional, light touch. Goal, polish width without breaking mono. Mono the lows, below 80 to 120 Hz, plug-in or mid-side EQ. Side sparkle, plus 0.5 to plus 1 dB shelf, 6 to 8 kHz on sides only if you need width. Avoid pushing width 10 to 15 cent, it can smear punch. 7. Clipper, optional, before limiter. Goal, shave fast transients so the limiter works less. Set ceiling around minus 0.5 dBFS, trim 0.5 to 2 dBs on the VA. Very tallest peaks. If you hear clicks, harshness, you're clipping too hard. 8. Limiter, true peak mode on. Goal, final level and peak control. Look ahead, default auto. Release auto or 100 to 300 milliseconds if manual. Ceiling like 1.0 dBTP, good streaming safety. Push threshold until you hit intended loudness without obvious distortion. R&B trap, aim minus 11 to 9 LUFS I, radio friendly yet clean. Pop EDM club loud, minus 9 to minus 7 LUFS I, watch for artifacts. Streaming friendly conservative, minus 14 LUFS I's, ceiling still minus dBTP. If the limiter is working 3 to 4 dB constantly, back off earlier stages, EQ comp clip, or accept a less loud master for quality. 9. Dither, only if exporting to 16-bit. Put last in chain. Use triangular or noise-shaped dither. Don't dither at 24-bit 32 float exports. Fast genre presets, starting points. Trap hip-hop. Comp, 1-1, attack 30 ms, release 120 millisecond GR1 dB. Sweetening, low shelf till 0.5 90 Hz, high shelf plus 0.5 dB at 12 kHz. Sat, subtle tape tube. Clipper, shave 1-2 dB on kick snares. Limiter, ceiling minus 1 dB, target LUFS I, adjust by ear. R&B soul. Comp, 1.51, attack 25 millisecond, release 150 milliseconds, GR 0.5 to 1 dBus. Sweetening, gentle air plus 0.5 to 1 dB at 10 to 14 kHz if needed. Minimal width tweaks, keep vocals centered. Limiter, ceiling minus 1 dBTP, target 11 to minus 9 LUFS I. Pop EDM, comp 2-1, attack 10 to 20 milliseconds, release 100 milliseconds, GR 1 to 2 dB. Multiband, tame low mid mud and bright hats dynamically. Clipper plus limiter combo for loudness. Watch cymbal harshness. Limiter, ceiling -1 dBTP, target 9 to -7 LUFS I, quality first. A-B checklist, use this after each move. Level match before after every plugin, so louder doesn't trick you. Compare to references at the same loudness. Bypass each stage. If it doesn't help, remove it. Check mono. Check at low volume. Check on small speakers, earbuds. Watch the meter. Keep true peak, -1 dB. Export 24-bit wave or 32-bit float at your session sample rate for distribution to aggregators. Create a 16-bit dithered wave only if a client platform specifically asks. Name version clearly, e.g. artist song master or v3 core -10 lefs.wave. Common mistakes to avoid: chasing LUFS at the expense of distortion and fatigue. Big EQ boosts on the master. If you need 2 dB, fix the mix. Overcompressing loses punch, adds pumping. Stacking multiple wideners. Forgetting to level match and A-B with references.